Today is Friday, January 30th, 2026. Welcome to This Week in Natural Refrigerants News, where we recap the top stories on naturalrefrigerants.com. This podcast is generated and read by artificial intelligence and may contain pronunciation errors. We're your hosts, AT and MO, and the articles for today's podcast were organized by naturalrefrigerants.com's managing editor and written by its writers. You can find links to each article in the show notes.
You know, looking at this week's stories, it feels like we're hitting a new level of maturity.
I was thinking the same thing. We're seeing NATRFs crack into some of the toughest sectors.
Exactly, and putting up efficiency numbers that are, frankly, a little hard to believe.
It feels like we're moving past the is this even possible phase and more into the how far can we actually push this phase.
Yeah, and the biggest battleground for that right now has to be data centers.
Absolutely.
Which is where we start. Atmosphere just released their Clean Cooling for Data Centers 2025 report.
And this is a big deal because, well, we really haven't had a report that focuses just on clean cooling for this sector before.
It's kind of wild, right? So this report goes beyond the basics and really drills into mechanical cooling with naturals, liquid cooling, and heat recovery.
So who did they talk to for this?
They interviewed 9 major manufacturers. I mean, you've got the heavy hitters like Alfa Laval, Kelvion, Carel, and then more specialized players too, like Finnegy and Second, just to see where the technology actually stands.
It's a real who's who of the industry. But what stood out is that this isn't just theoretical. There's a case study in there about Penta Infra in Germany that really caught my eye.
The co-location facility in Hamburg. Yeah.
Right. They made a pretty bold choice. They went with propane chillers from Second.
And we should probably pause on why that's so bold. In data centers, uptime is everything.
It's a religion. And using hydrocarbons, which are flammable, inside a mission-critical server farm, well, that usually scares a lot of people off.
It does. And their head of engineering, Harman Laren, was really candid about having to fight those industry myths about safety and efficiency.
But Second has some experience here.
Oh, yeah. Over 30 of these projects now. And they didn't just, drop in a standard chiller. These were customized R290 units.
With some serious upgrades, right?
Right. Integrated UPS for the control systems, ultrasonic flow meters, things to guarantee reliability.
That ultrasonic part is key. You're not just seeing if fluid is moving, you're measuring the exact flow. That's the kind of precision that builds trust.
Precisely. Now, if data centers are the new frontier, retail is where we're really seeing the scale.
Let's talk about Little GD. That was a massive announcement.
43 million pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, to retrofit over 70 of their stores in Great Britain.
And this isn't some new pilot program for them, is it? Little's been rolling out naturals since, what, 2016?
That's the main takeaway here.
Nice.
They have the data. By 2022, they'd already cut their refrigerant emissions by 42% from their 2019 baseline.
So this 43 million is them doubling down because they know it works.
Exactly. They're installing natural chillers, smart lighting. They know it supports their net zero goals.
Yeah.
It's just smart business at this point.
It's practically their standard operating procedure now. But, if we want to talk about efficiency numbers that are just jaw-dropping, we have to go to that industrial project in Melbourne.
The Scantech project. Oh, this thing is a technical marvel.
Tell us about it.
Okay, so it's a new cold storage facility. It's running a new low-charge DX ammonia system.
Low-charge ammonia, so safer.
Right. And it's using these big GEA Grasso V800 10-cylinder compressors to cool a staging area and 4 dual-duty rooms.
Dual duty, so they can switch between chiller and freezer modes.
You got it. But the hardware isn't even the real headline here. It's the energy consumption.
Okay, hit me with the number.
They are predicting a specific energy consumption, an SEC of 8 to 9 kilowatt hours per cubic meter per year.
All right, now put that in context for us. What's normal?
A conventional warehouse, a typical one, usually runs an SEC somewhere between 20 and 40.
So wait, we're talking about cutting energy use by half, maybe even 75%?
That's right. I mean, it completely rewrites the operational cost model for a facility like that.
So we have the tech in data centers, we have the capital in retail, and we have this incredible efficiency in industrial. But there's one thing that could derail all of this.
The workforce.
The workforce. You can't install what you can't service.
Which brings us to the NASRC.
Right. They're holding a really critical training event in Poughkeepsie, New York, from February 10th to the 12th.
And that location is so strategic. The executive director, Danielle Wright, she pointed out that New York has these really aggressive HFC regulations pushing CO2 systems.
But no one to work on them.
Exactly. There's a severe shortage of technicians who actually understand R744.
It's the classic problem, isn't it? The
Yeah.
hardware gets way ahead of the software. Or in this case, the people.
It is. And this training, it's covering the real stuff. Oil management, compressor troubleshooting, rack startup. If we don't bridge this knowledge gap, all those efficiency gains we were just talking about, they won't matter because the systems won't run properly.
It's a reminder that the most important component in a refrigeration system is still the technician. This is AT&MO, and this has been the Week in Natural Refrigerant News.